And we're back yet again to talk about the tokusatsu we watched this week. This is Half Hour Henshin with your host Sleepy Witch and
DJ Azure, the 2.5D hero talktuber.
oh man, this Zets episode was kind of doing all the things I wanted it to.
I know, right?
I do not trust Zero at all right now.
It's like, oh, it's nice to see you again, Nox, or should I say, Agent Number 4? And I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah, him having a specific number, that's cool. That's a vibe. Also, man, we really did this. The thing that I'm kind of think is kind of crazy is not only did he end up losing a couple caps up, he lost like all of them.
Yeah.
They all got erased.
Just knocked out of him, yeah.
And the other big thing is, this is currently, so that means currently Baku is like, as far as I know, the one writer who can't go to like his base form. Because Impact is gone.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure he's going to get some way to get at least Impact back, or at least like a base, like a similar red one. Just feels crazy to be like, oh yeah, he lost everything. It's gone.
Wait, what episode are we on right now?
Isn't it 9? 10?
No, I think we're later at like 13 or something, right?
Are we? Okay, let me check Tokusatsu really quick.
Yeah, it's like I feel that we're further ahead now.
No, but yes, it was
episode 13.
Episode 13.
Okay, you know what this means though, right? We're about a quarter of the way through the series. I think it's about time for us to get an upgrade for him.
Oh, I mean, we knew that. We knew that.
Yeah,
it is. We because like we got the preview. We're getting Lightning or whatever next week, and it's yellow, which is specifically not one of the 4 colors we've gone over.
Yeah, not yet.
I will also say, really nice for them to start putting the episode a day earlier.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, oh hey, that's easy.
Because
okay,
the
cool.
the biggest pain in the ass has been because I've been watching it with a friend, and sometimes due to his work, we can't watch it Saturday night. And then it's like, okay, the live stream's still going Sunday, but there's no easy way to be like, here's where an episode starts. And so I've spoiled myself a couple times because I've tried to scroll back and it's like, oops, I scrolled back too far. I saw something from the ending, right? It's just really annoying. So it is really nice that the episodes are out Sunday now.
That was crazy, but man, some of the revelations this episode were just absolutely insane.
Yep. I was telling my friend we're gonna see if Nox Knight is gonna join the secondaries who get like a worse costume once they're no longer armored suits. But so first of all, we can't trust Zero. Not only is Code incredibly shifty, but he was also like threatening Baku's sister.
Yeah, that is.
The world disaster was averted, but fucking Baku fell into a black hole.
Yeah, and as such, he is now like permanently asleep right now. He's having, as Zero says, just a bad nightmare.
Long nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, the wildest thing here is just the fact that, again, I do like that we're shifting to seeing that, like, hey, maybe Nox isn't the bad guy. Because, again, Zero, quote-unquote, lost Baku and was just kind of like, okay, we're moving on.
Yeah, it's so messed up. Like,
then we also had the breakup between him and the police this episode.
Oh man, like you sent me that you sent me that tweet earlier. It was it's like, I've connected to 2 dots. You ain't connected shit. I've connected to 2 dots.
That really is kind of how they've been in this show. Them having this fight, because I love that, we had last episode, Baku failed, and then at the beginning of this, it's like he failed spectacularly because not only did the meteor crash, destroy the space center, but also he lost like all of his capsum, and now he feels powerless, and now he's just sitting there, and he's like, this is all, what's his name, Oda Kahara's fault. Fuck you. And just this big ass fight.
Yeah. Oh, also, on that note, because you said his name, Odaka. So apparently the kanji for Odaka actually has the kanji for Taka in it. So there's our third. So he really was the third of that trio.
Huh.
Yeah, so Hawk. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, yeah, just a small side note. But oh man, yeah, Nox this episode though, just he just did work. Like, he basically showed, yeah, like this is the I've been at this a lot longer than you have. You don't know shit, dude.
Yep. We got the true, the true base of what the nightmares and the capsims are. The nightmare ended up being the meteor.
Mm-hmm.
That one I thought was good, but also I figured that was going to be obvious. We just hadn't seen a nightmare, and it's like, well, the point is to destroy the meteor so it doesn't hit Earth. So that's probably just it.
Mm-hmm. That
was the only one where I don't think it really mattered if it quote unquote took over the kid, because if it hit, it hit.
Yeah.
And again, I wonder if they're going to try to make Zero more sympathetic, because this was like an extinction level asteroid. If someone didn't stop it, the world ends. Mm-hmm. Which also, I think that's kind of crazy. Episode 13, we already have him stopping something that's world ending, and it's just kind of like a casual side thing.
Yeah. So honestly, I want to. I don't know what we're gonna be getting into next, because now that we have our trust in Zero is pretty much broken at this point. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. The episode ending with him basically talking to his sister, be like, I can tell you the secrets, but if you tell anyone, I have to kill you.
Yeah.
Crazy. But I mean, we see Baku in the next episode. We see that he gets lightning, so it is form upgrade time, like you said.
There is something curious though. Are we actually gonna see him awake, or is this dream Baku? Because we also see that Odaka is still asleep as well too, somewhere in the real world. So it looks like he's probably in like somewhat a similar situation as Nem as well too at some point.
Sure, he might still be asleep, but at least we see him doing stuff. He was trapped in the black hole, so I was worried that we were gonna see him for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. With that, before we oh god, I'm dropping my mic everywhere now. Well, I'll have to cut that out. Okay. Before we actually forget this time, we're gonna talk about Toujima next.
Might as well talk about an actual Kamen Riders. Oh my god.
First of all, I think I sent you the tweet. I don't know if you saw it, but we are getting a confirmed season 2.
Yep. So it's actually kind of funny, because I have seen like a lot of discussion, like saying it was like, why didn't Fudo PI get a second season? And I'm like, okay, number one, Fudo PI is a sequel that you need a lot of previous knowledge for. You non-Rider fans can watch Toujima and enjoy it.
Yeah, it is just like a more niche thing to get into. You need to have watched Double, and that's why I haven't watched Fudo PI yet, because I haven't gotten around to watching Double yet, and I don't feel like watching the sequel without watching the first thing. So it's just a different thing.
Yeah. Also, it's really funny for an episode that had quite a bit of fan service. None of it mattered because of just how insane this fight was.
Yeah, this is basically just fight review. We had one fight. It took up the entire episode. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest, did not end the way that I thought it was gonna end. I thought our protagonist was gonna eventually cinch it, but
no.
The electric wave human tackle. First
we might
of
as
all,
well spoil that. Yeah, wins. Yeah. Tack wins.
Tack wins, which is fantastic. But two, just like the desperation of the fight, Toujima is a monster, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like, the whole reason why people love Kamen Rider so much is that they don't back down ever.
Incredible. First of all, perseverance. This fight starting off with the hero stance and it getting instantly fucking hit, that shit leaves a lot of openings, is really funny. Him never really landing a clean hit on her and her still taking massive damage every time because he's just that fucking bulky. And obviously he took so much damage. He got flipped and thrown and hit and backbreakered and thrown again and thrown again.
Yeah, and And you know what's the best part about this episode? I got the fan service I wanted. You know what that fan service was?
What?
Broken helmet.
Yep.
We got a broken helmet.
I'm gonna be honest. Halfway through the fight, especially when he's bleeding, you see the blood coming out from the helmet. I'm like, that is a really strong plastic, man.
Yeah, and it gets even funnier too. So like this entire fight was just like, you know, it's like he literally never backed down. It's like any single time, like, you know, gets suplexed, done, gets kicked in the face, and like you just head pile drive into the ground. Like, you think he should have died pretty much.
Oh, this definitely is one of those fights that I think should have been like, hey kids, do not imitate this at home. If any of your friends does this to you once, you will end up in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah,
or you will just die.
Yeah, but like literally, it's like Toujima was basically, I didn't hear no bell, and it's just that he literally just had to be like just straight up knocked out. Like, he would stand as long as he could. And
on some of them, it was fucking crazy. She would like do the throw, and before she could even get up, she looks up and he's already up and ready, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and and the other thing too, though, is that like Toujima just need, like, as you said, didn't land a single clean hit, but a single clean hit would have finished it.
Yep. Like, she talks about it, but we see so many of the hits that he manages to at least hit. She like dodges, or she'll like turn to like reduce the impact.
It's like, I block that,
and
like,
even with that,
kick,
she'll just like fucking spin around like 3 times.
Yeah, and it's like insane. But yeah, no, Toujima is knocked out, like actually straight up knocked out. And we cuts to him, you know, being knocked out on the ground, and everyone's like, "Oh no, wait, is he okay? Is he okay?" Like trying to slap his face, and then you know, Rider Man just like says, "Wait, let me try something." Puts the mask on him, and he instantly Undertaker moves up. And then they remove it, and he just drops back down. It is the funniest ending we could have gotten for this.
It's incredible. It is a really funny bit. But also, man, I do love that she was a little bit on the back foot, and then it's kind of the screaming about the thing that frustrated her about that episode from back in the day that kind of gives her a renewed vigor, you know, stronger. Why didn't you save her, you asshole? And I also love that when she beat him, she's just fucking screaming, "Take that, you fucking old man."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, like, I mean, the other thing too, though, is that, like, you know, another reason why I assume Toujima is getting a second season, or at least, you know, is that it is relatable. I'm sure all of us have watched a show or watched it even live, and you're just like, why didn't you do X thing? And you just get angry about it, and knowing that you can't do shit about it because it's written.
Yep. I mean, that is just how media is. That's how that be. I think
exactly. I mean, here's the thing. Just Eris in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
just think about every word of that.
I do think about the fact that, like, because again, I don't know how long the manga is. But I feel like 2 seasons gives us the very least, you know, because it looks like we're going to finish up here soon. That was like, what, episode 12 as well?
Yeah, it's ongoing.
Yeah,
it's still going.
The manga's still ongoing, but at least for the anime, this is going to give us this like setup arc with them, and it looks like at least one arc tried to like fight the Kaijin or fighting some of the people. Batman. We still got Spider-Man as well. So something here is going to go on. At least we got that. Because I was thinking, like, man, we are like barreling towards the end, and I don't think we're gonna finish much right now.
Yeah, so it makes sense that they did announce the second season, and I'm excited for that.
I mean, hey,
yeah,
that is how it be. That is how it be.
With that, it's great. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then, you know, because we are now at the finals, it's gonna be Rider-Man versus Tackle.
I'm gonna be honest. I hope she just wipes the floor with him.
Yeah. Also, the really funny thing too, though, is that when they're fighting, it's like, brother, thank you for letting me win. It's kind of like, I thank you because I want to fight them too.
No, it's cool. I'm curious about how this fight is gonna be. Again, my brain was like, oh yeah, Kojima is going to win. That's just how that usually goes. So it was really, or Tojima is going to win. I called him Kojima, like I combined him with Kamen Rider. But so I'm excited. It'll be a cool fight. Ending this season off on this kind of like little tournament arc thing was kind of fun. And I hope they keep getting Ted Lloyd to do music for next season.
Yes. Like I'd probably say like the only downside of this show, I mean, I also think that it's also partially just because of like, the source material as well too, is that like, the only complaint that we can really have right at this point is just the fact that like a lot of the fights are reliant on their impact frames. Just those frames. And that's really it.
Yeah, that's just how it is. It's just big. It's big, flashy boom.
Mm.
We'll see. Again, this is not, like probably the anime with like the biggest budget in the world. So I think it looks fine for what it is. Here's the thing. They definitely put in the effort to animating all the bounds.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
That was hilarious. Oh man, but yeah, just a crazy intense episode. Like, like it's really funny. I'm basically like talking about how Conrad never gives up, and like, we've had a couple seasons where like they said, oh no, that we're kind of outmatched. We need to go now.
Just a couple times.
Yeah, just a couple times at this point.
We then had to talk about this week's Ultraman. This was the Boshimaar episode.
Yes.
We got our boy back from King Azure.
Yup.
He's returned. This was an incredibly funny bit character for him to play.
He basically plays like this like supposed big shot doctorate PhD that's written books that are expensive, and just like he's just so full of himself.
Yeah, it's a funny bit character. I mean, he's a little frustrating to watch, but that is kind of the point. And I think he always does bring a very like good like comedic vibe to the role. Oh man, I love Dark Kaiju this week.
Yeah.
I love something silly like, hey, he's got a little cone that kind of makes him look like a bamboo shoot when he's underground. Also, it can close to protect his head like a little drill, and it can also open up and he can spin it like a turbine to fly.
Yeah.
Incredible vibes. Very cute.
It's very fun. I really enjoyed that fight, and then like it was just like being interspersed with with Boshimaar's character, like like just spouting shit that he doesn't know.
just spouting shit, but also like he carries around his own little cone so that he can pose on it or whatever. Which I think was a funny bit. The shades were a funny bit. Honestly, it was just kind of funny all the way around.
Yeah, like some people might say like oh, what, once again another episode where nothing happens in Omega, but it's like honestly, I'm okay with not having a massive threat, but it's really funny I'm saying this considering the way this episode ends.
Yeah, again, like we've talked about, Omega feels really cozy. It feels like hey, you're at home with your friends and family, and you're just kind of chilling, and you're just kind of like enjoying a warm meal, and then every once in a while it drops something on you. It did that with the like assassin. Now we see another vision of Serato in his own mind telling him like, is this really what you should be doing?
Yeah.
And we just ended on that, so we get like no real setup there.
Yeah, it's just like, what is this? And the other thing too, though, is just like the scene changes and like it's gone. Like this other Serato is gone, and you're like, huh?
Well, yep, he just disappears. That's again. Yeah. That's why I'm just like, oh, he's just like in his mind or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah, so like honestly, and like the other thing too, though, is that like we now have like like it's like. I am now like starting to get more unsure, like like does Serato actually remember like anything actually, and is he just like playing up the fool at this point? Because a lot of these moments are happening when we only see him in frame.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. It looks like next episode we're getting some hey, we got something going on about this. It looks like we have some sadness. We got the He Who Looks at the Stars for the title. And it looks like we have the return of one of the fucking bug kaiju from last season. Which these guys are cool. These are some really cool suits. I can understand why they want to reuse them. But them talking about like, in the preview about like, hey, it really isn't normal that these kaiju started showing up. This was not a world with kaiju. And it's like, yeah. It really is. It looks like we're going to get to it now.
Yep, we are seeing Serato hold his head. So is he remembering stuff, or is he reacting to the kaiju's this time around? So we will see.
Yeah,
Like, oh
what I'm
man,
curious about is that last shot of the trailer. You get to see Serato like sitting on the floor, and there's someone
Mhm.
looking up at him, and I'm like, is that also Serato?
Yeah, like,
Is this
what
him
is gonna
like trying
happen
to
here?
talk to himself, trying to figure
Yeah.
something out? Who knows?
Mhm.
Uh, and rounding it off because we didn't have a Jasaris this week, right?
Nope, I double checked.
Yeah. With no Jasaris, we just got to talk about Gozyuger. I mean,
Mhm. So, man, like,
so it's starting to feel less bad on the
it's starting to
like
feel less bad.
cohesiveness front. And at the same
Yeah,
time, it's making me feel bad for other reasons.
yeah, like, oh man, like the thing is, like, we are encountering that issue. Like, what is it? Like, was this episode 40 or was it episode 39? I can't remember.
I think this one was
Uh,
episode 41.
oh, 41. Yeah, yeah, we are now in the last 10 episodes. So now, like, like, like I remember at the beginning of the series, I was saying stuff like saying, "Oh man, I wonder how they're going to balance out fighting the Brydon, fighting the universe heroes, and fighting big kaiju," because that's what it felt like. It was advertised like. It is that balance has just been like just all over the place now, and like,
Yep. And
man, what
obviously
was
with
supposed
the
to, yeah,
whole Maya thing where things are having to be reshot and redone, we don't know
yeah,
how much better it would have been, but it's hard not to feel it. In addition, we're getting to the last, we'll say 10 episodes, and
mhm,
shit is still so unexplained on some fronts. We had the whole
yeah.
setup with, Kuwagata Oger at the very beginning, and we haven't seen him at all.
Yeah,
Uh,
we haven't really gotten
we
many
also haven't
more
seen anything about
universe. Yeah.
Origa Red as well. And I
Mhm.
don't know. I'm going to be really sad if they go through the trouble of making a full suit for this kid winner, and it's literally like a one episode dies instantly guy.
I want to say dies instantly, but I think it was just meant to be a cameo. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
I
We'll
get it, but
see.
you went through
Yeah.
the trouble of like making a full design for it. Like we haven't seen the official suit and everything yet. You'd figured
Mhm.
that would be for like an important character, because there's plenty of guys who got really good one
And
episodes.
we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, oh, man, like the other thing, like the other thing too, though, is that like the episode preview was like trying to show off like this whole Rikuo versus Bouquet, but it felt like it was only a third of the episode. Like
It really
there
was.
was
It felt like
so
we
much
did
more stuff
Rikuo
going
versus
on.
Bouquet. We got to see her, make the realization. She's made the connection. She's incredibly upset. She's pissed. And then we just kind of move on.
Yeah, like so now, what she call herself? Bouquet the Merciless or something like that?
Yeah,
now?
Bouquet the
Like,
Destroyer or something like
oh,
that.
Destroy, yeah, yeah. Like we didn't get enough time with her. We basically have
We
some
barely got
stuff,
any
like,
time with Rikuo himself. We like saw him for like a little bit, and then we like come back, and then he wasn't even the one who ends up using the Tegasaur.
yeah, and that was we were showing Byakuya, we were showing Ryugi with that, and then like we basically spent a little bit of time showing how Ryugi and Rikuo met, and after that we basically like a big chunk of this episode, I guess what was supposed to be like, I guess this is actually where we see like where a lot of the reshoots might have had to happen, but it was with creation number 1, which honestly is like super cool and intense, like vibe that we're
It's a
gonna have
cool
to deal
vibe.
with.
It's a really cool suit. I also like that it was just kind of sitting around. It was like
Yeah.
almost not doing anything, and it was only later that it just kind of was like, okay, I am forced into doing this.
Yeah, like we didn't get enough time with him either. Like we got no time for anything this episode. And it kind of sucks that we barely got any time with any of it.
Everything felt a little rushed. We got like 5 storylines in one. At the very end of the episode, last minute, creation number 1 just kind of recreates himself, which again, that as a vibe is super sick, but we didn't really set
Yeah.
up creation number. And then they're like, oh, you guys lost. Oh, we lost. But like, I don't know. It doesn't even feel like we lost because it feels like we
Exactly.
weren't even started a real contest. And then it's like, okay, I will be stealing Goodbird now. Goodbye.
Yeah, like it was a massive mess, and it makes me really sad because there are like, yeah, there are three really cool storylines that are going on here, but none of them got enough time.
And they just kind of felt really haphazardly. I feel like obviously like at this point from where we were last episode, the bouquet and Rikuo should have taken up more space.
Yeah,
maybe starting to set up the creation no one, and then only later, like, oh, you know, maybe after we do deal with some stuff this episode, he loses to Bouquet. Maybe that's when we get the Ryugi stuff with like, this is how you helped me and how we met. And
yeah,
I don't know, like I feel like this could have been done a lot better. Everything was so fast and crammed. And
yeah, and like I said, this is episode 41. I'm going to assume they are going up to episode 50 just to be 50th Sentai. And that basically means we have 48, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, we have 9 episodes. Yeah, we have 9 episodes left. And I am unsure if we are going to get enough time for all of what we have to do.
No, I think here's the thing. I think we're going to do it.
Kuon as well too. Like,
but it's going to be fast. Yeah, we're setting up the fact that Kuon's like, oh, I don't have enough time. It just... so much is happening. I think this is the first episode of Gozyuger where you know, I'm just like, I'm a little just sad and conflicted about like the quality of the episodes, because the other episodes we could still see where they were good. It was like the obvious cuts and reshoots that made it really awkward or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think if we would have seen like those episodes without Maya being cut out, they would have been good or fine, or you know, at least at the quality that we're expecting to from the rest of the season. So this was the first one that I was like, I don't know if this was what they were planning. I don't think much could have helped.
Yeah, yeah. It just makes me sad because, like I said, like they have like, it might be too harsh, but like it's almost getting to Jasar's levels of convoluted at this point.
Sure. And I don't know. I don't think that's too harsh. I think they're just doing a lot, because it's not like it's convoluted, but it's just we're doing a lot in a very little amount of time. We're kind of fitting in stuff together where it shouldn't. And I mean, again, Jasar's is convoluted, but like Jasar's kind of told us it was going to be convoluted with the whole vibe, you know, the first episode of like, hey, we set all this up and then he killed her and then like, oops, wait, something's going on.
Yeah.
Gozyuger has not been convoluted in this way, so it just feels like a
Yeah. Also, just as a side note, also, I mean, I haven't rewatched it yet, but the summer movie's out.
Oh, I gotta go actually watch the summer movie.
Yeah. But the reason why I bring that up is because just a 2-line thing where Tekasword says, "Yes, yes, I've recovered."
Yep.
Yeah, I just remembered that he said, "Yeah, I've recovered." I'm like, huh? It was like so abrupt. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he recovered, but not enough to like help his son.
Yeah,
his son just got like yanked. But with that confusing mess, we'll leave you guys with that, because that's kind of how the episode left us, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much as always for listening, and you know, regardless of how this end of Super Sentai in our current era ends, I mean, we'll be there to witness it. And then we'll see what, you know, Gavon Infinity brings us later.
Yep. Yeah, because we have like what we've seen like a preview with like Gold and Silver Gavon too. So
yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. As always, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
our unending love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.